Peace, everybody. Welcome to Berean TV. Somebody hit me yesterday. Berean, what about what I posted about the 501c3s? Um, and some other things. I'm just trying to remember some of the comments that came in yesterday. I want to talk about the I want to talk about the Bible and the great conspiracy. Someone else asked Berean, said, Berean, you're not telling them if you know all of that stuff, you're not telling them the whole truth. Tell us the truth about who's running the planet. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories that are out there. There are some things that were considered conspiracy theories that later on time have proven to be actual facts. So I'm careful with certain things. It's funny because I was talking to my man Pastor Mason a couple of nights ago. We were back and forth on the text and we were talking about the 501c3 and he, certain people laugh at certain things, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to get him back on and we're going to discuss certain things. The theology questions that I have been getting about directed towards Pastor Mason. I spoke to him about that. We're going to speak on certain things. We want to see what his schedule is looking like. But and I want to hold some of that 501c3 thing. A lot of people feel a 501c3 is a nonprofit status that the church can have, that many churches have, and we have some Hebrew Israelite. We have other brothers and sisters also that's not only Israelites, and they say that the government's controlling the church and telling the church what to do because of a 501c3, and it's just a nonprofit status. So we're gonna discuss some of that in great detail. As far as who's running the planet, the Bible says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. My Bible thumping people would like that. I say that because you just can't use the scripture. We have to understand other things. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. 2 Corinthians 4:4 said Satan is the god of this world. But when we start looking at, I think people, their view is myopic. It's too small when they start looking at one group. The Freemasons run the world at Berean. You're not saying it. You sound like you're siding with the Freemasons. I know most of you pastors are Freemasons. I heard you and Pastor Mason was talking about the AME Church and our last thing, and people said, well, the speaking about Richard Allen, well, the founders of the AME Church, the black church, were Prince Hall affiliate. They were Prince Hall Masons. The Masons are running the planet. It's not that easy. Now, when you start dealing with sociologists and historians and stuff, they have different theories. The military-industrial complex, is it the military, mighty militaries on the planet that's calling the shots? The former Soviet Union, United States, who have the arsenal, who have the guns, who have the nuclear weapons, basically can call the shots. And so it's not as cut and dry as people think it is. I don't look to the Bible for everything. Some people, they want to look at the Bible, and if you can't show it to me in the Bible, and in all actuality, that's ignorant, because the Bible's not going to show me how to download an app. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how to edit this stuff and get on Facebook Live, and the Bible's not going to show me any of that. How to change a tire on the car, how to drive. The Bible is not for everything, and you make a mistake when you want to run to the Bible for everything, or you make statements. I can tell certain people where they are mentally when they start saying, "Show me in the Bible." When it starts just showing me the Bible, everything is just not in the Bible, and that's just a known fact. But we have people, if it's not in the Bible, they don't want to deal with it. Those are people that they're living in a different world. They're usually fundamentalists and they mean good. And I'm a fundamentalist, tongue talking Pentecostal. I often tell people, but I'm a little different. So when we start dealing with who's running the planet, it's not the Freemasons running the planet. And I have secret teachings of all age. Some dare not call it a conspiracy. Behold the pale horse, pawns in the game. Been there, done that, all of that stuff. Freemasonry in the Vatican, Freemasonry in the Catholic Church, secret societies of the Middle Ages. I have a few books. So it's not that simple. simple when we start dealing with that and we start dealing with the conspiracies. When we talk about Freemasonry, Freemasonry is important because of something that Helen Blavatsky and others say. It has held the secret occult doctrine from the beginning of time. If you want to take it to Enoch, you want to take it to Noah, if you want to take the secret doctrine to Nimrod, coming down, third eye, pineal gland, speaking to the other beings, thinning the veils, DMT, ayahuasca, multiple dimensional beings, wherever you want to go with it. That's, we're doing some classes on that. That's another thing. But you can't say no one group of people, Luciferians, run the planet. Everybody have a philosophy. A lot of these organizations, the Thule Society and Hitler people, a lot of them have philosophies that you can enter into the spirit realm and you can commune with beings, gods, fallen angels, ascended masters, whoever you want to call these beings. And a lot of their doctrine has to do with the third eye and opening up your pineal gland, being able to commune with these beings. The Mayas, the Incas, Hopis, different priests and shamans throughout the ages have did different things to communicate with other beings from another realm, and it seems like there's a lot of those type of people, if you want to call them Luciferians, people involved in a secret society, regular secular humanists, whatever you want to call them, have been in power. Money is in power. One theory is corporations run the planet. Not the United States of America, because there's billionaire rich people here and they're good friends and they communicate with people in China, people in Saudi Arabia. They don't care about borders and this is the United States, you're Canadian, you're from Saudi Arabia. They're just concerned about money, getting more money and getting more control and getting more power. Once you have billions of dollars, what can you want to be but the president, but somebody in power? You want to wield power. So money is not everything. We're going to start talking about the Bible and conspiracies because a lot of the stuff is true and I don't want to push a lot of stuff to the side. Some things people can't handle. Some things people can't handle. And when we start dealing with conspiracies and who's running the planet, I noticed that there is a possibility to go into what we call the rabbit hole. You can fall in the rabbit hole. Now you're researching Illuminati and you're all up here with Bilderberg and the Council on Foreign Relations and Hillary Clinton and her connection with Bill Clinton and 9/11 and all of that. And that stuff is not bad, but some people will get into that and they'll forget their relation with the Most High. And their relation with their families and everything, because they kind of in that rabbit hole, they're in another world, they're obsessed with it. And it's interesting that people back with Timothy Leary and them, people that were getting ready to trip on ayahuasca or LSD, people would say they're getting ready to go into the rabbit hole because they're opening themselves up to some beings and some other stuff. So just go on a trip to see where their mind can take them mentally, because they claim we only use 5% of our mind. So people want to go into the depths of the mind or the depths of different dimensions or different worlds and stuff like that. And that's not the most important thing. Does the Bible, Psalm the second chapter, I believe it is, does the Bible speak about a conspiracy? Yes. Is the Bible created to control the minds of the people? Absolutely not. Because the Bible's been banned in so many countries. The Bible, people have been killed for believing in the Bible. So when people start saying certain things about a conspiracy, in all actuality, it's crazy. Because the Bible isn't a tool to control the people. What the Bible want to tell you to do: don't commit adultery, don't kill, don't divorce, don't fornicate, don't watch pornography. Everybody's doing all that stuff. So apparently nobody's really following the Bible when it comes down to it. But is there a time coming of persecution with believers because the Bible kinds of show believers certain things and people want to discredit the Bible? I definitely believe that, because I believe the Bible's revealing certain things that's to take place in the last days concerning a one world government, concerning a one world monetary system, a one world religion. The Bible definitely speak of those things, but we have to be careful. A lot of people's telling me, oh, you have to understand what's happening on the 23rd, and people's constantly trying to, we're going to look at the Mayan calendar, and in 1999, a lot of people have been making a lot of mistakes trying to put Everything in the Bible. The United States is in the Bible. Bill Clinton is in the Bible. Hillary is in the Bible. Hitler is in the Bible. Idi Amin is in the Bible. Stalin is in the Bible. Everybody's in the Bible. And throughout every era, people in the church have been making mistakes when they're trying to put Nero or people that had a form of the Antichrist to actually name them as the Antichrist. So we're gonna talk about that stuff. I'm gonna bring Pastor Mason on. We're gonna discuss the 501c3. Is the church being controlled? Some people feel it's a definite fact that church is being controlled, and you don't have to have a 501. But when I hear certain Israelites and certain people saying the church have you on Sundays because of the 501, the church there are there's homosexuals in the church because the 501c3 and it's a plan of the government and all of that stuff. I'm going to discuss some of that later on, but y'all join them classes. I'm going to start having some Saturday classes on the New World Order. Right now we have a class, we're dealing with DMT and the pineal gland and the spirit realm, and open secrets in plain sight, or secrets hidden in plain sight. We're discussing stuff like that, the Washington Monument. We're going to discuss the dollar bill, the Eye of Haru, or Lucifer, and just this all-seeing eye thing. Everybody's awoke right now. Everybody's attempting to declassify their pineal gland, the chakra system. Is this stuff scientific? Is this stuff just metaphysical mumble jumble that people are just using and shopping on the internet, shopping in the conscious community and other places just to deceive people? And a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to start next week. I'm going to start doing some Saturday classes on that. I finally believe I can set up this PowerPoint and talk in the screen at the same time and show my slides. I've been kind of working on it with the Sunday Seminary, and I'm glad that they've been patient with me. But y'all want to get in touch with me, BereanTeach@gmail.com. The Saturday classes, we'll talk about the New World Order and the conspiracy in light of the Bible. Remember, everything is not in the Bible. We're living in a crazy society. Everybody, even people that don't want the Bible. Oh, young Pharaoh, yes, the Bible even tell you. The Bible is a Masonic allegorical document. And we're going to talk about all of that, and we're going to explain all of that. One thing I explained to them in Sunday Seminary last week is when scholars approach the Bible, they approach the Bible a little different. People open up the Bible, Genesis, Revelation, John. When scholars approach the Bible, they're like detectives. They separate things. If there was a crime scene and there was a robbery and somebody ran down in the gas station and tried to get the owner in the gas station, and he killed the man, he got shot, he died later on in the hospital. When detectives come on the scene, they separate things. Everything is not looked at as one whole crime scene. They'll look at it like we'll look at the Bible as one thing, then I'll separate the book of Galatians. How can I understand the book of Galatians? And this is what scholars do. When was this book written? Who was this book addressed to? Then they'll bring it back together and look at it in light of the entire Bible. And a lot of people don't do that now. They just look at the King James Bible the way the King James Bible's been handed to us, and they attempt to understand the entire planet from the King James Bible. And that's not so. If there's somebody killed at a crime scene, the gun goes to forensic. The body doesn't go to the same place that the gun goes. So you have to separate things and bring them back together. So we're going to talk about all of that stuff. We're going to deal with the other questions that's been coming in. We're going to deal with more theological things people's been asking. Oh, that's your pastor friend. They've been hitting me, Pastor E. They've been hitting me. Oh, well, ask your pastor friend this. And, because I'm quick to tell people I'm not a pastor anymore. But he's not scared to discuss it. We're going to discuss a lot of things. And in closing, y'all just remember, I'm going to be down there. We're going to be doing something. Pastor E, I'm down there with them, Thrive. That's October 13th and 14th, Philadelphia Convention Center. Dr. Eric Mason, Thrive. Y'all Google that, check it out. That's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be a few people down there. Teachings, deep teaching on just engaging. I'm speaking on engaging the conscious community, but I believe Vocab Malone's going to be there. Lisa Field's going to be there. That thing is going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. A host of other excellent speakers are going to be there, and they're going to speak about just engaging the community. Engaging the community is important, and y'all have to check that out. Check that out. That Thrive. And y'all, if y'all like what y'all heard, subscribe. My name is Brother Berean. Thanks for watching.